Hey everyone, I think we're live. We're gonna get started in just a couple of minutes. Hey Tudor.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hi. How are you?
Not bad. How are you guys? How is everyone?
Good, good. Okay, so it seems that we don't have no attendees so far. So we're gonna give it a couple of more moments.
Yeah, let's wait one minute. Since there maybe somebody will join.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I think we can just get started, and I think it would be really nice for us to actually record this session and share it so that people can watch it afterwards. Um, Welcome to our Tuesday session of Live with Smartphone. This is your weekly space to ask questions, share wins, and discover workflows that help your business grow. I'm Cesar, integration manager here at Smartphone, and I'll be your host today. And joining me are Vladi from our sales team, Valentina, our affiliate manager, and Tudor and Alessandro from our support team. Thank you for being here. If you're joining us in Zoom, feel free to drop your questions, and you can also speak with us directly. Every week, we go live for 30 minutes to connect with you. And this is your time to ask questions about a product and its functionality, see how others are using smartphone in their workflow, and share feedback that helps shape where we go next. And our format is really simple. We'll kick off with a quick highlight, which can be a feature or an important update we think will help you get more out of smartphone. And then if there are any questions, we'll open the floor to you. Before we bring Vladi on, a quick frame for today's topic, inbound call flows. In smartphone, you use the drag and drop flow builder to tell the system exactly where each incoming call should go to. You can play a greeting or route to a user or a team or branch to an IVR menu, send to voicemail, or try something else if no one answers. You can also assign multiple numbers to the same flow and also set business hours logic for after hours routing and keep things tidy with applets like IVR menu and greeting and voicemail. With that, let's see it in action. Vladi, over to you. Can you show that to us?
Absolutely. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Please let me know if it is visible. We're gonna go ahead and discuss and break down the call flows and their functionality. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. Is it visible?
Yep.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay. Next to each phone number that we have on the page, we have a flow assigned. As Cesar mentioned, the inbound call flows represent the routing or the manner in which the system will route and handle the inbound calls that you get on your numbers. For example, the marketing phone number, we have an inbound CSA flow assigned to it, which means that it's going to route the call to all the sales team at the same time, so that whenever somebody calls on the general line, each of us can be ringed, and whoever picks up first will have the phone call. So now let me move into the actual flow builder. So let's go ahead and create a brand new flow. I'm gonna do an IVR menu flow, so we can have a more complex presentation of the applets. Once I open it up, this is the interface that I'm gonna have. By dragging and dropping, you can build let's say the actual flow itself. So let's start with business hours first. The business hours applet allows you to inform the system what to do um, when you're in your open hours and then outside of your open hours. So let's say I'm gonna do 9 a.m. To 5 p.m. from Monday to Friday. So let me go ahead and copy this and paste it to all of the days of the week. And then same thing for the closing hour. Once I do this, it means that between 9 and 5, the system will route the calls based on what we build under OpenApplet. And then outside of those hours, it routes the phone calls based on what we add to the closed applet configuration. So now what we're going to do is very straightforward. So when we're closed, we're simply going to route the calls to a voicemail applet. Which will then be able to route the voicemail message either to a user inbox, for example, myself, or to a team, for example, the sales team. Once I choose the team option, I will also need to provide a voicemail greeting, which can be either established via text message and be read out by a robotic voice, recorded on the spot, or chose from the library, as well as uploaded from the computer. So, and then for the user, the personal voicemail greeting of the user will be played, which can be accessed and managed under my account in the bottom left for each of the users. Now, when we're open, let's say we want to do an IVR menu. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag and drop the IVR menu here. The first thing that I need to set up when it comes to the IVR menu is going to be the, let's say, the menu of options. So I'll be able to, again, either insert text and have it read by a robot, record an audio file, choose from the library, or upload one from my computer. Once I set the menu up, let's say, hey, thank you very much for calling. For sales, please press 1, or support, please press 2. If you to avoid being called by us again in the future, please press 9. So this menu that I inserted here will be read out by a robotic voice, of course, to the contact that's calling in, and based on the menu, they will be able to press either 1, 2, or 9. So next to 1, I'm gonna describe this internal key press by sales. And then I'm going to drag and drop a dial applet with the sales team so that whenever somebody presses the number 1, they will be sent to all the sales team simultaneously. Essentially, all the members from that team will be dialed for 30 seconds, and then whoever picks up first has that call. And then if nobody answers, I will definitely do a voicemail applet that goes into the sales team inbox. Then for the second option, we're going to have support. Let's say for support, maybe I want for consistency. And it's not, let's say for the sales team, it's more urgent to have the call picked up by somebody. But for support, it's not necessarily that urgent. So let's say I'm going to do a round robin this time. Round robin will work also based on teams, but it will not forward the call simultaneously to everybody. It will simply dial the team one by one, depending on the order that the users are arranged under the team section. So this time I'm going to do the CSA team. And once I do that, I can also enable or disable the sticky agent functionality, which is a feature designed to ensure that whoever calls in will be sent to an agent that they already spoke to, if that condition applies. And this is again for consistency and to make sure that the contact has, let's say, a good opportunity to connect with somebody they know. Then the rounds, this means how many users will be called from the team. So it's either the first 2, 3, 4, or 5 users. So let's say I have 5 team members in my support team. I'm gonna select call next 5 users. Then the ring time can also be managed down to 10 seconds or up to a minute. And then the recording can also be disabled from here. Again, if nobody will answer, I will go ahead and prompt the caller to leave a voicemail that this time will go into the CSA team inbox. Once I do this, I can then scroll all the way to the top and then do the key press number 9. So what I said is to avoid being called by us in the future, in case they opted in by mistake or so, they can press 9. So if they will press 9, what I'm going to do is I'm going to describe it as DNC, and I will use the DNC applet, which is basically a functionality of the system that adds the phone number to the do not call list automatically. So this means that in the future, whatever calls you attempt to perform to that number, they will not go through. The system will prevent you from calling those the numbers on the DNC list. And then below, if no input was given, I will definitely opt for a greeting applet because this allows me once again, just as the other ones, to either insert text and have it read by a robotic voice, record an audio file, choose from the library, or upload from my computer. So this time I'm simply going to insert text and say, please select a valid option. Please select a valid option. And then save. And now, if I scroll up a little bit again, as you can see, it says that I should also customize a specific message to be played whenever the user selects an invalid option, which is, again, please select a valid option. And the last applet that I did not talk about would be Hang Up, which is simply an applet that disconnects the phone call. So as you can see, using those building blocks, so to say, the applets, the voice applets, you can create an inbound routing as complex as you need, depending on your business goals. Mostly, we recommend using the dial applet. That's usually the most effective one. From my experience, businesses that want to send calls to teams prefer to have a simultaneous calling so they can have higher chances of somebody picking up that phone call. And besides that, there is also the user option, which allows you to route the calls directly to users. Or if you wish to have, if you have like an answering machine or so, you can also forward the calls to a non-smartphone number outside of our ecosystem. Then you will also be able to do research on your own in case you wish to have, let's say, more information about the applets. This is mostly for the more complex ones. So for business hours, as well as IVR menu, dial, round robin, and I believe that's it. DNC, hang up, and greeting, from what I know, do not have one. But what I'm aiming to point out here is that each of those more complex applets have this shortcut that you can click on to understand and to read more about exactly what they do and what each button stands for or represents. So again, as Cesar mentioned at the beginning, you guys will be able to, let me do quick without saving. So you guys will be able to manage your flows. I mean, to manage the phone numbers based off of the flows, and each flow can be assigned to multiple phone numbers, but a phone number can have just one flow at a time. So the flow that I previously built, IVR, would definitely go well for our main number, for our website number, for example. But if you have specific caller IDs for each of your users, I would definitely recommend a more straightforward flow, such as this one, which is the direct dial into voicemail. Whenever a call comes in, it rings the user that the number is being used by. And then if nobody answers, prompts the caller to leave a voicemail that the user can listen to under his inbox. And so based on your business needs and goals, you can set up as many flows as you need and then attach them to their, let's say, specific phone numbers based on what strategy you have for each caller ID. Besides the call flow part, there is also an element called SMS flow, which is responsible for the routing of the inbound text messages. So for inbound text, we have again a business hours applet that you can configure based on your opening hours. And then, for example, when you're closed, maybe you would like to receive the text message, but also inform your contact that that the business is closed currently and that you will reach out to them as soon as possible, which can be done using a save and reply SMS applet by dragging and dropping it, of course, then selecting the user or team inbox you want to route the inbound SMS to. And then under send a response to the sender, you can turn on and insert your auto reply. SMS notification numbers, on the other hand, will be an opportunity to receive a notification on your non-smartphone numbers informing you that you have a text on smartphone. And then trigger webhook is for certain automation or more custom build, let's say, that can be done with the help of somebody who knows how to code this type of functionality. And so let's say I will do my inbox when I'm closed to save and reply. And then when I'm open, I will simply use an SMS inbox, which just receives the message, but does not send any replies. And this will be, again, either a user or a team inbox. You can notify your non-smartphone numbers or trigger webhooks. And once more, there will be specific applet documentation for each of those options. Then lastly, the menu applet is a more complex one, let's say. And it only works if it is the only applet in the flow, as you can see. And for more advanced flows, you can consider using the SMS API for which you have documentation here. Um, and then the menu itself, essentially, you give certain options. And once the context texts you a specific keyword, you can send them an auto reply. If this is, of course, if you want to provide specific options based on, I don't know, a menu or something that allows your contacts to know more about different possibilities or opportunities that you offer based on specific keywords. So these would be also the SMS applets. Once you have a flow created, once you create a flow, the system will prompt you to do the call flow. Once you do it, you will also be asked to do the SMS flow. So the system makes sure you're not missing any of those parts. Once you have it built, you attach it to your number, and from then on, you can receive calls and text messages in the exact manner that you opt for. And once again, to attach the flow, you come under phone numbers, choose the specific flow you want to be attached, save the configuration, and that is going to be it. This is what I had prepared for you. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen, and we're looking forward to any questions.
All right, thank you, Vladi. Awesome demo on that, and a really, really important part of smartphone. And if you have any questions, you can always book a refresher with one of our colleagues from sales, and we can go over the call flows in more detail with you. Another thing that I wanted to mention real quick, we have an inbound AI agent that we're looking to get into closed beta as soon as possible. So that will be a new AI-driven feature integrated into smartphone's call flow system. Uh, Adding to what Vladi just showed you inside the call flows, you will also have the possibility to add um, an inbound AI agent applet as a conversational step. So basically, rather than just routing calls or playing many options, the AI assistant, if you have it set up there, it will answer calls in real time. It will speak like a human being naturally with the caller. It will gather important information and will qualify the lead automatically. And of course, we'll give you more details about the exact functionality when we're looking to release it to general beta. And another thing that I wanted to mention, by the till the end of the month, we have a promotion going on Smart Dialer, where those of you who haven't had a Smart Dialer subscription in the last 3 months can get a special offer where they use promo code DIAL50 and get 50% off the first 3 months of Smart Dialer. and that offer is available for both single line and multi-line plans. Okay, I think we can wrap this up since there are no participants. We'll see each other next week. Thank you very much, guys, for jumping in, and I hope you have a good day, and till next time.
Thanks,
Take care.
guys. Have a good day.
See you guys.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Bye.